How is it going, everybody? How's we doing today? You weren't expecting me to be live today, were you? No, me neither. Neither was I. But I am going to steal a page from Rob the Maritiner's book, as I'm going to say here in the chat. I'm stealing a page from Rob the Maritiner's book, and I'm going to go live impromptu style here. And I'm going to set up my Ecamm Live dual mode, which allows us to have custom... what do you want to say? Let me get my phone. Custom scenes and layouts for mobile phones and people on computer and TV. So let's put down the volume on my cell phone and bring up my own live stream now as I'm live here on my phone, and we will see what it looks like on there. I only see it in one place. Interesting. I did enable dual mode. Let's see. It does seem to be going in dual mode, so I need to be able to see it on my phone, but I don't see the second one on my phone. I just see the horizontal one on my phone. So let's set up some scenes anyway while I'm here. We're going to set up a scene. I got about 5 main scenes that I use. And I don't really have a good way to show you what I'm doing, but I might as well just talk about it. So this is the main scene. Let's take a look and see how the pre-show looks. That's this. All right, so what we got to do on the mobile one is I'm way off center. So what we need to do, I think we're not going to use a I think I'm not going to use the camera as the source anymore. I'm going to use a blank as the source. Let's go back to the main one again. Source, camera. I think I want to change that to source blank. Let's do that. Let's say source blank. And now let's add a camera to that. Let's bring up the cameras, and I will bring this one into this window. There I am. I bet you were waiting to see me there. And I'm gonna put myself right there, and let's see what it looks like with a comment. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That works. Now, on the mobile side, I gotta shrink that thing down because it's way too crazy. Now, on mobile, people are going to be seeing their own comments at the bottom. Let's bring that profile picture much smaller. There we go. Because their mobile device is already going to show a bunch of comments at the bottom, isn't it? So let's do that, and let's bring duplicate to vertical canvas. Now we got a picture of me, and let's go ahead and resize this to fit in here nicely. And we'll make that more like that. And we'll make that more like that. There we go. Because there's going to be comments at the bottom as well, right? So, yeah. Because they scroll up and everything. Hey, Rob. Look what I'm doing, Rob. Playing. Yeah, so... Alright, so we got to figure out... I got it set up on the vertical side. Now you can only see one. Now, here's the weird thing, Rob, and I don't know if I did something wrong. I did enable dual mode. I thought I did before I went live in YouTube Studio. But when I look in my channel on my phone. I don't see a mobile version of it set up, but I am doing the setup thing anyway. And as I say in my comment, I'm totally stealing stealing your idea and just doing the setup while I'm live anyway. Why not, right? So now the placeholder looks good. Let's remove that comment. And I gotta resize all my little panes and panels because this window's much wider than it was. It was fun watching you set all that stuff up, Rob. Inspired me to go ahead and spend the time. The resources are just fine on this, by the way. This is the same Mac you have, so hey Mike, this machine seems to not be bogging down. Hopefully the stream's not stuttering. I guess that's going to be fine. All right, so why isn't this overlay going away? I think I have my overlay set to go away after 30 seconds, and this one isn't. So let's just peek at my preferences and see if that setting stayed. That's under General. Automatically hide comment overlays after 30 seconds. That is there, so I don't know why that one's not going away. Let's just take that one out. And let me put one of you guys' comments up. So let's just see why. I don't know why that was sized so weird. It was not obeying what the overlay was originally set to, but that's okay. All right, so let me select a different one. Yo, Rob, Remedial. The traveling Whitcombs are here. That's Brandon and Ash. How are you guys doing up in Wisconsin? I'm unfortunately not going to be able to spend a whole ton of time playing with you guys' comments, but I'm glad to see some of you watching as I set up dual mode. So interesting thing, as I said, Rob, and everybody else, when you look on the mobile site, it should be presenting two, like I saw on Rob's, I saw 2 live streams, and it's only showing the current one, which is right there. The one below it is not a mobile-only version like it did on Rob. So maybe I didn't do dual mode correctly when I did the setup, the original, you know, when you first set up the schedule to go live. I thought I did. I thought for sure I did. And, it, you know, I must have, because in the YouTube studio, it's actually showing the side-by-side. So it thinks it's in dual mode. I don't know why it's not showing me both of them, but that's okay. So do me a favor, in the chat, say if you're watching on phone or if you're watching on TV or computer. And if you're on phone, you should only see my face in the top half with a black background. Why don't we go ahead and drop in my favorite background that I use for everything? I might as well go ahead and put that in my scene. Let's find the picture that I like of the fella hiking. And let's drag that into, oh, I need to move my windows over. Every window's out of place right now. That's okay. Everything's wrong. Everything's messed up. Show in background. So let's put this guy, there we go. And now we just need to, no, I wanted that in the background, you big dummy. I must have missed. Let's do that again. Show in background. There we go. Now that should show up. Yay, perfect. Awesome. It looks cool on the mobile version. Okay, there's another step in Ecamm. I did, you know what, Rob? I did the step where I went to the top, I went output, and I went, all right, sorry, options, and I did video shape dual mode. I should have gone back to the beginning of your video, I guess, and listened to the intro. So what did I miss? What did I miss? I could show you my screen. I could go into live demo mode like I showed Rob how to do and see if I can figure out. I don't know if I can do it after the fact. You've done everything right in YouTube Studio. That's good. What is the other step in Ecamm, Rob? Here's my demo mode. You can see my very messy browser layout. Mike, you're crazy. Giving out free memberships in the middle of a demo. You're crazy, Mike. Thank you. That's very kind of you, buddy. Always count on you. There's another step in Ecamm, he said. That's good, but you also have to click New Broadcast. Oh, let's see if I can find that. Let's look under Help. Create new broad. Oh, I had to do a new broadcast instead of using the one that was originally on my at the bottom of well, I can show you because you guys can see my screen. Let me turn on. By the way, Rob, if you haven't ever seen this trick, man, there is a button for hide controls on the Stream Deck that comes with it that you can do, and you can turn on these crazy little buttons. So, like normally at the bottom, there's a little Go Live button down there, and I guess it just detected that I had that. It detected that I had that live stream programmed and scheduled to come on, and so it saw that. So I used that button down there. But it sounds like you're saying I should have gone to Ecamm and then create new broadcast, which is grayed out now because I'm already broadcasting, so I couldn't have done that. So I did not do that. So maybe I should end this live stream and make a new one real quick. That might be fun because I did not click that button, so that's probably why it's not working. And I will experiment with that and dig around in there, and let's see. I will be back very soon, folks. Let me see what's in the chat in case I missed something else important. In Ecamm, you need to tell it to stream to both places. It's hard to explain how to do that. I'll have to figure that out. That's good. You have to click New Broadcast. Yep. Okay. I will figure that out. Thank you for distracting me, Mike. You're very funny. All right. I will do that, guys. I'll be back live in about 5 minutes again. I'll make a new scheduled live stream, and then I'll go into Ecamm's menu and say New Broadcast and tell it the new... I guess I have to make a new destination. No, you have to modify the broadcast you're about to do before you go live. Okay, yep, that's what I did not do. So I will do that. And yes, Mike, you have to create it in Ecamm. You have to schedule in YouTube Studio, schedule a live stream, turn on the dual mode button in YouTube Studio, and as I'm learning here, I'll have to go into Ecamm and say create new broadcast. That makes sense because Ecamm knows the destination is one broadcast, and I've only got one broadcast set, so I guess I have to make a second one, right? So let me go do that. I'm going to go offline, folks, and I'll be back with you, if I got this working, in a couple minutes. Thank you, Rob. I really appreciate you jumping in here. I'd be stumbling without this. Icon in the red bar, then select dual. Very good. Icon in the red bar, then select dual. Got it.